Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set, 180. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A second down throw for Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22.
Alert! Alert! Hey, alert 33. Bravo.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Check regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson, buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final. Play of this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And shedding through the tackle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out.
Mark Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone. Taking it in from 24 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run again on first down. Chubb takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
King. Regular. Check hot. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham, 30. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Jackson dancing to his left. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But a fight for the football when it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mack Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. There he goes inside the 30. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
too many can't play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Skirt right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Block now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, D.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing. There.
You're trying to do the right side, not this side.
Wilson on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First carry for Spencer Ware. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, now
blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Check. Crouch. Hey, seam 6.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Lock now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From just shy of midfield, Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To try again after the sack. Block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. Big hold of the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 84 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's going to fire it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And I think the Broncos have it. They do.
Let's go, let's go. Ready, ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Chris Jones on the stop. They'll go again with Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
70, Indy. Ready?
On third down, Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. First down, it's Ware. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 49 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yellow. That's another.
McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
You can't block me.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Charlie.
Now Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those Mexican dummy.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Up, 180. Hey, alert 33. Up.
A first down throw from Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number 1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
He's checking. Crap. Alpha. Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Brady. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
That's around 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Dante Hightower on the stop. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady gives to Michelle. Give him 4 on the... It'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage. Before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 8.
Check 53. Coming to you. Check 26. Reload.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Alabama, 380. Number 53. Mike 53. Regular.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
133 fighter. I got you.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield down. It's caught by OBJ. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mayfield looks to throw, and it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks, and then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Hey, one alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 26 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Brady going to throw. He's got it to James White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando in this one. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson, 33 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to find Harris, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, high 7.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch the eye.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Left foot.
Mike 54.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, now Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to go back to Edelman, but it's going to be second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, Michel. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Quit talking about it.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Go, go, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Mayfield.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
53's the alert. Check 53. Alert.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 24, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, foxtrot.
On third down, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 27. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
53 the mic.
Hey, go 66.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's
Go.
53 the mic.
Go, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it's Michel once again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey,
General West.
24, watch 24.
Go Bandit. Go 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Box 61, matchbox lights.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll run. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 13. Check 13.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the
72.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
What? 53 is the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They run it with Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
53.
On second down now, it's Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
It's been a long day for you.
Here's Carson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The tackle by Sione Taki. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Wilson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Four-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Regular.
I got one. He's crashing.
Real.
Smooth. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. From just shy of midfield, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals. And they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. We'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Bravo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now it's Carson. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. The Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he cuts it right down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you.
Hurry!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's third down.
Two times.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
He gets it complete to Harris. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On the carry, it's Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 62 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not...
Tyler Lockett, the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes right side. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Wilson, it's caught, Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And an alley-oop. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. They find some open field here. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Down the numbers. There he goes. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the kick goes outside the white line. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Yo, faster. Ready?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Running the jet sweep, Landry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Gilbert, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
They run again with Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.